Hello everybody. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be setting up a 75-gallon bioactive terrarium for our bearded dragon. What a bioactive terrarium pretty much is like a little ecosystem for them. You can do it with any kind of reptiles, but today we're going to be specifically doing it for a bearded dragon. So let's get into it. Alright, so right now we're just going to put some of the lava rocks in there for a little drainage layer so we don't overwater it or anything. On top of the lava rocks is put in the screen so that the roots from our plants won't get sucked down into the rocks and so that they'll have a platform to sit on. Alrighty, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be going ahead and mixing up all of our things for our substrate for our tank. The first thing that we're going to be using is organic topsoil that you can get from any hardware store near you. Just any kind of organic topsoil without perlite, vermiculite, or fertilizer, just to make sure it's all safe for your beardy. The next thing we're going to be adding is organic play sand that we got from Lowe's. The next thing we're going to be adding is some coconut fiber just to help give the substrate a little bit of a lighter color, lighter feel, and also increase the humidity a little bit. And then we're also going to be adding in some Repti bark just to make it look a little bit more natural. The first thing I usually like to add is the topsoil. So we used about 6 cups of this, and this topsoil is going to be good mixing our substrate so that our succulent plants will have something to grow off of. Next, I usually like to add around 4 to 5 cups of play sand. After I add that, I usually like to add in about 3.5 cups of coconut fiber. Then after that, I will add in the around 3.5 cups of the Repti bark. And then after we get all of that in there, we just got to get our hands dirty and just start mixing it up. After it's mixed up for a solid time, we'll go ahead and take 1 to 1.5 cups of water, pour it on top of all the soil, and then mix it up again. And you just want to add enough soil just to bring the substrate barely together. Alright, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be putting our first layer of our substrate on top just so the screen stays in place for us. Alrighty, so now that we got everything pretty much set up as far as the substrate and everything goes, we're going to get in some of our plants. So the main thing with the plants is you want to get mainly succulent plants, and we also got some little edible plants for him to munch on, but they won't last as long as succulent plants. The succulent plants and everything like that, like the jade, the hens and chicks, everything like that, they will be fine if he ingests them. You just want to make sure they don't eat too much because they'll get the runs, which is never fun. And then we also got some aloe vera, like this guy here. Just a big piece. Nice for him to munch on too. And it looks nice. So, and then whenever you put these plants in, make sure all of the pots you have them in, take them out. Make sure all the fertilizer, everything like that is out of them, all the original soil. And then you're going to plant them into your tank, and we'll go over that in a second. So now that we got all of our plants planted in there, what we're going to do is we're going to put everything else in there as well. Like logs, little rocks, water dish, food dish, everything. And then we're going to put all the lights on top, and then we're going to see how it looks. Alrighty, so we got everything pretty much done. We got some of the moss in here, some of our little accent pieces, make it look all nice, like these little pieces of bark. All our plants are all planted. Got the romaine back here, got the parsley that he can eat. He can obviously eat all these plants, but the succulents you want to watch, make sure they don't eat too much of them. And yeah, everything's pretty much done. So now we're going to get the lights set up and then put him in here and see how he likes it.